Greetings and welcome to EnergizeUtv Season 7, Episode number 23. What if the key to your next level life isn't outside of you, yet coiled at the base of your spine, waiting for that ignition? Energy science confirms that when Kundalini rises, your mind, your brain's communication network raises. Your brain's communication network accelerates, leading to sharper intuition, emotional liberation, and it elevates states of consciousness. That is why I'm so happy that you are here with me, Angel Marie MataJi, your energy alchemist. For this week is Sanatama, the mantra that changes your life. Season 7, episode number 23. And every week we take from the Ignite book. Raise your energy in 30 seconds or less naturally so that you shine with more energy, joy, and abundance. So come on with me, get your signed copy. I would love to do that for you so you can go with me every week. So we're going to dive right in. I'm so excited because joining me is my dear friend and lightworker, powerful facilitator, Melanie MataJi, master of Kundalini Activation, trauma-informed addiction recovery, women's ascension teachings, and sacred sound therapy. I brought her in because she brings serious depth, sacred wisdom, and a grounded feminine fire. And that grounded feminine fire is what is going to be that writer downer. It is going to hit your soul with this lady. It did me when I first met her. I was just like drawn right in. It's going to be writer downer. So I'm going to wait a minute because I want you to go get your pencil and your pen. Thank you. Everybody's getting in and having so wonderful to see you. Grab your water. You know I'm a water pusher. I am the breath pusher every day on Instagram and Facebook. I remind you that this is the power. It is the water, the breath. It's the power. And I thank you for being here because you can be a lot of different places, but you chose to be here to invest in yourself and to help radiate positivity throughout the whole world. That is you. And I so thank you. Take a deep breath. Because here we go, because this is what's more is even waiting for you is a favorite with most of the viewers is the crystal segment. And that crystal segment is going to be telling you about the crystal of the week. And then there's the energy awareness, about understanding what energy is. It's the biggest buzz, right? And then the next is the top pick for many is the energy clearing and reset segment. Because people say they feel this reset and this cleansing. Beautiful. Viewer, listeners, fave also is the Reiki for Life, where we kind of talk about the theme and Reiki and how it relates to each other. And then highly requested always is the personal calibration transmission. And I'm so excited because MataJi has agreed to go ahead and do that meditation for us at the end. What a treat, right? And you know what? Go ahead and be kind to your friends, your family, and go ahead and share this because they want to get unstuck. They want to step into their gifts and they want to learn some more about how to ignite their energy. And let's just dive in right now because I love this quote. The moment Kundalini moves, the old identity begins to fall away and the real you steps forward without apology. Ooh, isn't that a good one? Without apology. And we hear that. Be unapologetic. I love that. So we can't wait to talk to MataJi about that. But let's just dive in. Energy awareness segment. Let's just go right in because science tells us everything is energy. And in that, because everything is energy, Einstein says, and I quote, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be changed. And think about it. You walk into a room and your stomach feels heavy. Well, you know what? That's feeling energy. Or you're around somebody like me, and you're like maybe not feeling all that great, and all of a sudden you're feeling better. That is called energy. And that energy is about your biofield. You have a biofield, science tells us this, that's around you. And I have a biofield. Now, when I create my biofield in such a positive, overwhelming, it's just going out there. Your biofield is your personal body, energy bubble. And in that personal energy bubble, what happens is it can be affected by what the vibration is around. So does it mean that we go in like a psychic sometimes will say, I can read your energy, and you go, ooh, ooh, you can see that what I ate this morning, you could tell that's not it. It's not. It's the biofield of my biofield is in such a way that is such energy that affects the whole environment and people, places, and things. Because why? This is the key. The heart has an electromagnetic field 5,000 times greater than the brain. So what that means is it's measurable. It's a magnetic field, and it projects beyond your body. And it is powerful. And remember, like a musician conductor with an orchestra, you can learn how to change your life, change your energy. And in that, because in your biofield is also like an aura. This is an aura photo. I love showing this because it is real. And you can see this with a certain kind of camera. You can see your biofield, your aura, kind of different, the same. And then also knowing that the emotional frequency, vibrational frequency chart, and how shame, blame, guilt, fear is on a lower level. As we move in, we go to that willingness, acceptance, reason, and then we're into love, joy, gratitude, appreciation, peace, and compassion, then enlightenment. So people say to me, Angel, how do you, with your chronic, because I am diagnosed with lupus, fibromyalgia, arthritis, Sjogren's, neuropathy in my hands and my feet. I could go on. Epstein-Barr syndrome. And you know what? How do I stay in the place that I'm at and be able to hold spaces for 200, 300 people? Why? Because I keep my energy, my vibration in that gratitude, peace, and compassion. And I keep that vibration, just like in that frequency chart. And you can do it too. And that is the beauty of understanding that you are an energy conductor also. And when I go to events like this one at the Women's Women Network Phoenix chapter, they invite me to do that. Then also the Empower and Elevate conference, they actually hired me to be there to hold space in a room of over 200 women. And then virtually for 3 days, Amber brought me in as the event energy conductor. And also here at another Women Phoenix. And then here and a 2-day live breakthrough. Some of the people said afterwards that they felt so much more at ease because they knew I was holding that space, and that had them to feel better. Then also at the Holistic Chamber of Commerce, the chapter, the Phoenix East Valley chapter, they invite me to do that. So just remember something, the upgrade, right? Tune your energy field like an instrument and master your reality. And that is the biggest thing, is you know what? You can master it. And that's the exciting thing, is you are the energy conductor. You can move it. You can balance it, manage it. The biggest one is you can change the form of any energy. And that's what I do constantly with pain that I'm in, is change the form of it. So just like tuning an instrument, you can tune your own. So remember that, because you are in control of this. And it's so beautiful when you remember your energy is the music of your life. So what? Keep it tuned. Keep it flowing and keep it shining. So let's dive right into the next segment. And as we dive right into the next segment, which is and I promised you, everybody loves this one. 30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds. Here we go. So take a breath in and breathe out. Beautiful. And breathe in again. So let's take a moment to connect to your field. Beautiful, beautiful. Hear my words, but really feel my words. And just imagine we're clearing and cleansing any and all energies, vibrational frequencies, any belief systems, any and all that does not serve you, that are not in your highest degree. And feel my words as we're going to bring in the divine messages today. MataJi is the world genius of doing this energy work for so long. And you know what? We want to clear, cleanse, and then amplify and bring in the alignment with our higher power for more wisdom, information, and knowledge. Doesn't that feel good? So just breathe in and absorb this energy from the universe that's helping you heal, balance, and stabilize your energy. Breathe in and relax. Relax, relax, relax. And remember, and I love this quote, Kundalini teaches you to choose partnership from self-worth, not from fear of being alone. Part of Kundalini is about how we share, and we're going to talk to MataJi about that. So take another big deep breath. I love this because imagine you're clear, energy clearing, feel the biofield clear, bright and open, and you have engaged your vagus nerve. It has engaged, and I love that. So yes, we're going to jump right into a beautiful spotlight moment. So let's hear from our guest from next week, and she's going to give us a beautiful golden nugget. So here she is.
Hello there, beautiful souls. My name is Cindy Searles with the Wellness Experience, and I am so thrilled and honored to be featured on the show with Angel Marie on EnergizeUtv. And we are going to be talking about conscious wellness in your everyday life, ways to add wellness on a daily basis. And my golden nugget, my tip for you today is to start with one thing. So it's so easy to get overwhelmed by all the things and everything you want to do, but start with one thing, one little thing, and add it on a daily basis. Maybe it's adding a little more water into your life, or movement, adding more vegetables, but whatever it is, start with one thing and then add to it. That way you don't get overwhelmed. Thank you to Angel for this opportunity. She is an amazing human being, and I look forward to you seeing the whole episode.
Beautiful, beautiful. She is going to be on next week. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing. So let's just dive right into the next segment. And the next segment is the Reiki for Light segment. And if you haven't had a Reiki session, energy session, if you've never really connected to your session, to your energy, it is time to do this. So let's go. That Kundalini energy is the most powerful force. I agree with that we carry. It's at the base of your spine, it's coiled up in that consciousness. And when it rises, it awakens clarity and can also creativity. I love that, creativity. And then also intuition and a deep sense of who you truly are. And most people, that energy stays dormant. It really doesn't move very much. Not because it's weak, rather because the nervous system doesn't feel safe enough to allow that expansion. And that's where Reiki comes in, and because it plays a beautiful role. It's a Japanese energy technique shown to support the body, the movement, the energy of that beautiful energy. And it helps to move the fight or flight into the parasympathetic relaxation state, the exact state required for Kundalini energy to rise smoothly through the system. Now, science is now confirming when the nervous system is regulated, energy can move more freely. And a study published in a Journal of Complementary Medicine found that Reiki sessions significantly reduce stress markers and improve heart rate variability, a key indicator of nervous system balance. Doesn't that sound awesome? I mean, it sounds awesome to me. And you know what? Also, Reiki is scientific research on Reiki showed measurable changes in the heart rate, variability, muscle tension, and brainwave pattern. Kind of what I just said, to know that you are so powerful when it comes to understanding that Reiki can really help you, because what? Stillness isn't lazy, it's sacred. Reiki gives you the nervous system permission to do what? To unwind, to release, to let go, to connect to who you really are. So think of it this way. Kundalini is the voltage. Reiki is the grounding wire. So if you've never had one, it's time, because when these two energies work together, something incredible is going to happen. You will feel more alive, more connected, more yourself. So if you want to learn Reiki, which many people do, I also certify people. And I can do this online or in person. Certification I like to do in person. And then we also have Reiki shares here every month, and there's ongoing education. Very powerful. So when Kundalini rises, your capacity to love expands, and anything less than real connection becomes impossible to tolerate. I'm going to talk to MataJi about that. That's a good one. How is that? And why does that happen? Very powerful, right? So she's coming up pretty soon, but we got the crystal connection that's coming very quick. And we're going to be diving into that stone that grounds, that awakens your energy. So, but yet we're going to be right back after this, and then we'll dive into the crystal of the week. So don't go anywhere.
Traditional business cards are often lost or forgotten. This can lead to missed opportunities and wasted time and money. Java Logics offers a unique solution. Eco-friendly paperless business cards that are easy to update and share. With our QR code, you can share your card with anyone, anytime, anywhere. It's the easiest way to share your details. Interested in getting one? Click on Get Offer and get your own digital business card today.
So get your digital business card today, because why? That's the way we're going. I went to a networking the other day and everybody's like, I get a digital, So you want a stellar one. So check mine out. It's a stellar one. And as we start to move in to the next segment, let's boom right into it. Granite. And this granite, and I have one here. And you've seen it on tabletops and all over, but did you know this is huge? Because this crystal has been around for so long. And did you know that it is one of the first, granite is one of the oldest stones in the world, billions of years old. And it's so hard, isn't it? That's why we use it on our countertops. It's really cool. I'm so excited to show you this, because when I was doing my research, it was so fun, because this crystal supports emotional strength. Think of it as your cheerleader in a rock form. Why? Because it was formed on Earth from this other molded magnite that slowly cooled, meaning that this stone carries the power of pressure, transformation, and inner strength. And that's why it's represented to be stability, resilience, courage, endurance, ancient wisdom. Now, this is powerful when we talk about the different ways that we look at this crystal, because it can be and is one of the crystals that helps. And I love this fun fact that it is one of the oldest rocks forms. I mean, wow, that's huge. And this is a writer downer. Kundalini energy rises like lightning, and granite acts like the mountain that holds the lightning safely. It supports your nervous system, reminding your energy that raising higher requires being rooted deeper. Ooh, right? So remember that, because it can help you, because it does have quartz crystal within it. It has quartz, and that is known for stability and amplifying intentions and helping regulated energy flow within your body. So while Kundalini is activating and elevating your system, this stone is centering, steady, and aligned. I love this crystal, and it reminds me of the Arizona mountains because it's unshakable. So, writer downer, hold during meditation or energy clearing work. Place in the base of your spine or feet during Kundalini practices. And just remember, when Kundalini energy awakens your transformation, this stone keeps you grounded in who you are becoming. Remember to charge your crystals. Remember to always charge your crystals, clear your crystals. If you don't know how, get with me. I will help you out. And the other thing is thank you for being here. I celebrate you. I see you. You're the one that is helping raise the consciousness of the world just by watching. And you're also helping me to connect to 80,000 viewers a month, 3.3 million minutes viewed a month. That's from you. And I appreciate you sharing this out and spreading the word, because people want to be more conscious. They really do. So are you ready? Because I am totally ready to bring on our guest. And here we go. Let's bring her on right now. Oh, let's explain. She is Melanie MataJi, and spiritual mentor, sound and energy healer, yoga guide, sacred space holder, and so much more, so much more. So let's bring her on right now. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Angel. I'm very happy to be here. I'm super grateful.
So welcome. And you know what? I know you and I've known you for a while now, but please go ahead and tell the viewers and listeners, who are you?
So I am an elder. I just turned 69 this year. I'm a grandmother. My beautiful grandchildren call me Tutu. I'm married. I'm very happily married to a beautiful guy who we've been together 30 years now. His name is Omar. I am a dog lover. I have 4 dogs. I have birds. I love to garden. I love to cook. I love to live my life in a really big way. And here I am to share all of that with you.
I love that. I love dogs too. I don't have any right now, but so this is live. So the dogs bark, It's live.
Yeah. I have 2 behind me right now. They're my little guardians, the little Frenchies.
Oh, beautiful. So let's dive into the awesome golden nuggets. So, because, this is one of the first times that we've really kind of delved into just Kundalini yoga.
Yeah.
So I really want, what inspired you to step into the work? But, what is it? Because we hear it's the sacred feminine. Why don't we just kind of explain what Kundalini energy is?
Well, all the spiritual disciplines are designed to work with the Kundalini energy. And it is an energy, as you explained it so well earlier in your segment, it sits at the base of your spine, dormant. It is known as a sacred feminine energy and also serpent energy. So when you do certain things, and this yoga that I teach and I guide is very specific to raise it intentionally and immediately, like this, super fast. And what happens when it does, it rises up in a 3.5 cycle pattern, and it brings all your internal chakra flower wheels online. Your nervous system starts to really become stronger, more resilient. Your energy expands inwardly and then starts to expand outwardly. Your pituitary gland comes online, your pineal gland comes online. So the glandular system totally comes online, which is great for your health. And you just have this incredible experience of, wow, I feel good. I feel unbreakable. I feel strong. I feel empowered. I feel amazing. Now, if your pranic life force energy is not balanced, it can make you feel.
Hold on. Because you're saying a lot of things that I know but let's just jump back. For our viewers, what is what you just said it?
Okay, well, you talk a lot about your breath, Angel Marie. So when you're breathing, you're actually working with a life force energy known as prana. The primary resource of prana is our sun. But also with us humans, we identify and work with prana through the breath. So prana is literal life force energy. Another tradition calls it chi force. So it is known as in many different aspects, but it is your life force energy, prana. So if your life force energy, if you're not breathing properly, you're reverse breathing or, whatever.
Mouth breathing.
Or mouth breathing, you're going to have an unsteady experience. You're going to be wonky. You're going to be like, oh, I feel maybe nauseous. I feel weird, all the things. If your Kundalini is rising and your body is not a vessel or not a contained vessel or a strong vessel to hold this lightning in a bottle, which is essentially what Kundalini is.
Beautiful. And I love this soundbite. Kundalini is your inner voltage. Once it raises, you no longer fit in the places where you once dimmed your power.
So true, so true. And there is so much of that outer forces or outer influences that do want us to be dimmed as a collective. And we are waking up, though. We're waking up in spite of that. And Kundalini energy is a huge part of it, a huge part of it. This was a yoga that was kept very, very secret, very closely guarded for literally thousands of years. And only in the last 20 years has it come forward, particularly here to us Westerners, for us to use it and recognize it, that this is a powerful tool for us to wake up and be strong and be unique and be sovereign, be free, be you.
Be you. Beautiful. And one of the questions that I get a lot is we do this sacred feminine work.
Yes.
We do this. But the thing is people will ask, how do I know I'm aligned or disaligned? Can you give the viewers maybe one thing, maybe two golden nuggets that says, this is how you know I'm in alignment or I'm not?
Well, alignment refers to balance, yeah? And so sacred feminine is referring to the balance of your masculine and feminine energies, which are both divine in nature and both serve very specific purposes of how you are as a spiritual being having a human experience. So when we understand that we're working with the sacred feminine, which is rising at this point, it's coming back online in a global scenario. It's coming back online, which is where masculine and feminine are balanced. Not one, not is better than the other. No, it's in balance. It's in harmony.
And you know, by you saying that, science says that. NASA comes out and says that. NASA comes out and says that the solar flares and that we really are getting hit by this energy. And people come and say, I am just cryy and I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. What is going on? I'm like, it's the energy. It really, and you know, we've said that before and they're like, yeah, you know, but it's true. It really is true. And Brianna Baker is saying, hi, MataJi, I love you.
Oh, Brianna.
Oh, that is so awesome. Don't you just love that?
Yeah.
So as we move to the next, you know, you speak often about frequency and energetic sovereignty. Can you explain on how frequency affects your mindset, your emotions, and maybe something that sets to your daily life?
Well, we are 99% energy. And that has also been proven scientifically, medically. The heart has its own electromagnetic field. Our brain definitely emits energy. You talked about the biofield. All of that has been scientifically mapped and now starting to become studied. So when you understand that you are primarily energy, it's important that you recognize how your energy is flowing and how to use your energy. And so these very old ancient disciplines that somehow the yogis literally thousands of years ago knew how to work with frequency. They were adept at working with frequency. And there's a lot of prophecy that occurred again 2,000 years ago, maybe further back than that. It's beyond time and space, right? That predicted this time on the planet of us globally awakening. These tools were going to come forward for us to utilize and have an immediate self-exalted experience. And you're right, when you're Kundalini, when you really start to understand and are able to effectively work with your energy, nothing is the same after that. And it's typically for the better.
Yes, absolutely. So what does it do to your emotions?
Well, you know, emotions are data. Emotions are data. And so when we understand that emotions are coming through connected to feelings, emotions are usually connected to something that happened in the past. Feeling is present moment consciousness. So if we can relate to that and be aware of that and utilize the data that the emotion is giving you the opportunity to explore and not get all caught up in it, but just recognize it. We call it awareness. And so you breathe through it. Maybe you drink a big slug of water. You know, maybe you go outside, you pivot. It's like when I'm walking my dogs. If I'm walking my dogs and there's a kerfuffle or whatever, what do? We stop and we pivot. We go in another direction and everything shifts. So that's what we do when we practice these awareness tools to be able to utilize the energy. As Einstein says, you just change the form of the energy or change the direction of it.
And really what you to hear, viewers, is it's changing that pattern.
Yes.
Because some people, you know, my Reiki students and my spiritual counseling students, they'll call and they'll say, and I'm like, how long have you been sitting there?
Yeah.
Oh, like 2 hours I've been in meditation. Okay, get your ass up. Move.
Yes.
Come on. Go outside with me. Some of them are here in Phoenix, so, you know, it's beautiful. You're in Vegas, so it's still kind of nice. So, yes. You know, get outside. Then let's have a conversation when you're outside. Come on, get up. Oh, right, because you're stagnant and you're heavy. And you know, another things that you say and that I've heard is that, you know, a lot of people are so overwhelmed and anxious. I mean, there's a lot because of the soul. There's it's kind of sad what's happening, but we have to go through this time, right, to get to the other. So, you know, how does your work help them to really get into that intuition? How does that work?
That's a great question, Angel Marie. So, yes, we call it mega information syndrome. And people literally do just become completely overwhelmed and become like zombies. And an unfortunate scenario that occurs with that is called cold depression, where you're just completely numbed out, completely overwhelmed. So, what we recommend to do, first of all, is remove whatever it is that's creating the overwhelm. So, maybe less screen time, maybe less on your phone, especially on social media. Perhaps don't watch the news. Maybe there's that aspect of things. Just recognize where you can remove the overwhelm. There's no avoiding it. Let's just be very clear. There's no avoiding it. It is part of our life, part of our world. And I'm grateful for the digital and information age because, it used to be, oh gosh, when I was, even in my teens and 20s, I'd go to the library to get something and you'd hope that the library card would give you the information and blah, blah, blah. And, you'd hope the book would be there. Now, what do? I go to just my phone, really. I carry it and I go dip, dip, dip on Google and I get a million or, 5,000. That's a million's a bit much, but I get at least 100 different combinations of the information that I just asked for. Then the deal is, what do I choose? How do I choose that? So I usually will take a deep breath. I'll just like relax with it. I'll take a deep breath. I'll put the phone down. I'll take a moment to let it resonate with me. What's feeling truthful? What's feeling relevant? And then, then I'll go back to it. And I write a lot. I'm a big scriber. I do a lot of writing. And I feel that helps my brain a lot because and we're going to do this meditation we're going to do is going to work with our fingers, finger magic, because the hands and the brain have a direct connection. And then, of course, the heart as well. So the cells in the heart and the cells in the brain are very similar in design. So it's all about how I can stay heart open, because if I'm overwhelmed, you usually are like this, you slump, you're not breathing right, your heart is heavy. There's that sensation, literal feeling sensation. But if I just take a deep breath, I let my heart open back up, I relax my shoulders, I feel more confident, I feel more alive, and I'm also capable of making better decisions.
Beautiful. I love you've been doing this a long time because you right on. I love it. And I love this too, is in 2021, a study from the University of Exeter, I think that's the way it's found that self-trust activates key decision making centers in the brain, proving that when the nervous system feels safe and clarity, and confidence naturally increases.
It's true. Your pineal gland is directly connected with what we call the sixth chakra, which is the wheel of energy that sits here. It's known as the third eye, and it's literally in the center of it's sort of down between the eyebrows. It's just up above where the eyebrows would meet. It's right here. And it's a beam of energy that connects from this pituitary gland, which is considered to be the command post of all the glandular system in the body. You have to have some sort of a training. I call it Jedi training, that you have your Jedi training turned on and your tools to navigate using your intuition. You've got to use it. You've got to use your biofield to feel and know what's coming in. We're moving into a whole nother energy field next year of radiance. It's time to turn on, people. It's time to step into your radiance.
Ooh, I'm just full of chills, and that to me is so resonating, and I know it is. I
Yes.
showed you her email. Here, his website. Check her out for sure. She's out of Vegas. She's always open to chat. She is so divine. So check that out. As we continue on, I'm just feel so blessed because of all this. And Kundalini isn't a force you chase. It is a frequency you allow. It raises when your body feels safe to expand. And we've really talked a lot about that. But
Yes.
I would really like for you to give us one more thing, maybe one more thing that's an actionable, doable thing, not just about Kundalini, but knowing about how to shift, because many of the viewers, they watch every week, or they're watching and listening to so much, right? Podcasts and everything. What is that golden nugget you're going to give them?
Well, I do love sound frequency, to work with sound frequency that's known as mantras. mantras, mantras. And when you create these sounds, these sound codes, you are dialing up higher consciousness. It's that simple. I use very simple ones. Sat Nam. We're going to use Satanama today. So I would highly recommend that you familiarize yourself with just maybe 5 mantras, sound codes, and use them. And because they do have a very unique frequency to each one of them, and they help cut through any sense of delusion or illusion and really identify truth.
That's beautiful. And I did a mantra for 40 days. And it was about abundance when I was going to be losing my Lightworkers Gift Centers, like 20 years ago. It was in the middle of that 2008. And I was like, okay, Spirit, if you want me to keep it, then show me. I'm going to do this mantra for 40 days. And I continuously did. I don't remember it now. It was many years ago. But I just kept doing it. The 40th day, I had to cancel everything because I could not stop crying. And I kept saying the mantra, and finally it hit me. I went outside in this beautiful area, and Linda is on the line. Thank you, Linda, for being here and all the comments. I went outside and I just sat. And what hit me was, you're no longer needed at the center. It's okay to move on. You're supposed to be bigger. And that was one of the biggest things that I heard. You're supposed to be bigger. You're supposed to be bigger. Every time I would say, what do you want me to do? You're bigger. You're bigger than this. You're bigger than this. 20 years later, I get it now, but yet, because TV show, not just, but yet, the thing is those mantras do what? They train the brain, don't they?
Absolutely.
And if we could just get every single one of you, viewers, listeners, to actually stop and do what? And she said it 1,000 times already. Do what, MataJi?
Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Start there. Just a deep breath. And a great mantra to use, Angel Marie, is victory. Victory.
Just keep saying it.
Victory. 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 You can also do yes, 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 yes.
Because yes, it brings you up.
It opens the heart. It expands your energy. Yes, 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 yes. It's fun.
Right. She's getting a mic drop. We don't give very many, but that's a mic drop. Saying yes, boom. Because why does she get a mic drop? Because it's easy. It's simple. You're going to remember it now. She got a mic drop on it. If you're down, if you're not feeling good, what are you going to do, MataJi? Yes, 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 yes.
And I'm doing a V for victory as I'm doing this. Do you see that? Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Okay, I love that.
Here we go.
I love that. And Linda's saying, yes, yes, yes. She's saying, time to step into our radiance. It really is time. It is time to step into our radiance. It really is that time.
Okay. Absolutely.
It is.
Yes, it's non-negotiable.
It really is. Can you tell us right now, you had a client that came in, and sometimes like me, they don't believe in anything, but they're coming in because they've heard, and they're coming, and they come to you, and they're at wherever they're at, and then they raise to here. Tell us something that you gave them to bring them to here.
Well, their soul brought them in. I mean, they may not be aware of that, but their soul brought them in. So if they just consistently come to class, or you can join me on YouTube as well, but if they're just doing something simply and consistently for the 40 days, like what you talked about, you are going to see a huge shift in your energy, in your thoughts, your emotions, your environment. Everything will shift in just 40 days. Now, if you keep going, 90 days, you start to really embody the new pattern that you're creating. If you go 120 days, you are that new pattern. So 40 days removes the blocks. It removes the blocks that are in the way, like what you had to realize to the 40th day. Oh, I'm not supposed to be there because I'm supposed to be bigger. That was your block. Then if you had kept going, of course you'd have, but if you kept going with your mantra, for example, for 90 days, you would really start to create that implementation of that neural patterning, firing pretty well in your consciousness, in your brain map. Then if you went 120 days, you 100% are that new frequency.
So being what we're really saying, viewers, is commit to something.
That's it.
I mean, and I know it might be a little weird to you at first, a little different. It's really interesting. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing it. Remember when yoga was like the weirdest thing years ago?
Yeah.
And now it's Reiki, it's energy healing, it's sound therapy. That's the weird stuff, but it's getting to be more mainstream now.
Well,
So really,
weird means otherworldly. That's all weird means.
it's true. It's true.
It's true.
So, oh my gosh, this has been so wonderful. But we're going to have to jump into your free gift now. Can you explain to everybody what your free gift is?
Yeah, so I have recently started writing on a blog that is promoted by Substack, and I highly recommend that. It's free. You can join it, and please do, because the nuggets that I put in there are transmissions. They come in as big time downloads, and I mean, I'm like at the computer writing it all and then editing it and putting it in these blogs. So you'll get 2 of those posts on average a week. Sometimes there's 3. If there's a lot going on, I'll give, there'll be 3 that will come in. And there you have it. You have access to it.
Yeah, take advantage of it, because the more that you really take the time for yourself, the less you're going to be in the worldly. And you know what? It is a lot. And I know that it's a lot. And I feel for people that have to go to work. I'm so blessed that I'm here. And just like right after this, I'm driving 45 minutes to a client's house to clear the house, do a Reiki session on her, and also do some spiritual counseling and talk about how to move her energy. That's a blessing.
Yes.
That's a blessing. And I know that many of you viewers, it's tough to be able to go through. So I hear you.
We're not doing this alone. That's the important thing to remember. We are in this together.
We really are. So just remember, we're inches away from you just contacting either her or me. There's her website again. Check it out. So I'm excited because MataJi has accepted that she can do the meditation, the calibration transmission today. So I'm going to bow up and go right ahead, and you're going to be able to have this even a little bit more maybe. So here we go.
Beautiful. All right, everyone. So if you'll just take your wrist and cross, this is my right hand. It's on top of the left. Hold this at your heart center. And we're going to be tapping our fingers in this sequence. You're just going to be tapping your index, your middle, your ring finger, and your little finger. Just keep going. And as you do this, we're going to be saying 4 sound codes: sa, ta, na, ma. Putting the hands in this position is going to shield the heart and going to create, if you have heaviness of your heart, If you've had a heartbreak, if you're struggling with feeling very lonely, or any of the things that make the heart feel heavy, this meditation is your go-to to practice. And if you want to do 5 minutes a day, it's very, very useful. It will start to shift the frequency of the heaviness to become lighter in your heart. When we create these sounds, sa, ta, na, ma, they mean birth, life, death, rebirth. It is the recognition of us as infinite beings. It's the soul language. So we'll do this with tapping the fingers. It lights up the brain, it lights up your intuition, and it starts to lighten the heaviness in the heart. And we'll chant it in this beautiful sing-song type of a way. Satanama, Satanama. Close your eyes. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Let's do one more. Satanama. Now, take a deep breath. And as you take a deep breath, I want you to hold the breath, mentally vibrating the sounds, and tap the fingers some more while mentally vibrating, holding the breath. Now slowly exhale, pausing, and again, deep breath in and hold the breath and continue. And exhale. And then just relax the hands down. If you're feeling a little more comfort is needed, just rest your hands, left hand on the center of the chest, right hand over, and just feel that self-love, that self-reassurance. I've got this. Thank you so much. Satnam.
Saddam. Thank you. I so appreciate that. And this whole thing with the golden nuggets, thank you so much for sharing. And we're going to sing it out at the end, and I'm going to bring you back on. But do you have any final words for everyone?
Keep up and you will be kept up. I'm here in Las Vegas. Reach out. Angel Marie is an incredible beacon. So happy that we've been able to connect. Thank you so much.
So welcome. I'll see you at the end, and she's going to sing it out with us, so she'll be right back. But we're going to move on into, I would love to give you a free gift. If she gave you a free gift and you really do want to take her up on it, it's my free gift. Go ahead and use that QR code. Get on my calendar. I'd like to know who you are. And that's the important thing. Let me just dive into you to get to know you. Now, next week, we're going to have the beautiful Cindy Shears is going to Cerise is going to be on. She's an author, a wellness coach, a nurse, and a meditation expert. And her theme is going to be the conscious wellness. And remember that these wisdom waves come from these amazing guests from all over the world. And in that is always at 11 o'clock Pacific time. This isn't just a show. It's a movement. It's a global impact is what I'm bringing to you. And for 7 seasons, and because of you, I've been here for 7 seasons. And again, want to give you another free gift. And that free gift is right there. It's a 2-week free virtual Tai Chi gift to you from me. Go ahead and use that QR code. Jump on. Let me see you on Monday and Wednesdays. It's only for 30 minutes, but it will change your life for sure. This has gone so fast and so beautiful that I want to just take a moment to look at you, to remind you that you matter. You make the difference. Your vibrational field is the difference in the world. And when you change your frequency, change your emotions, change your chi, your prana, by your breath, what happens? The world around you changes. And I want that for you. So find some place, please, in your area, that if you're not in Phoenix, you're not in Vegas, that you can go to. That's your community. You feel valued. You feel that you are in oneness with them, that you know that they support you and love you. And remember, I love you. So without further ado, let's say that, remember, your energy is the music of your life. Keep it tuned, keep it flowing, and keep it shining. I'm going to be here every Thursday for you with that wisdom, that energy, the golden nuggets to lift you. But you know what? You have a story. You have a message, and the world needs to hear it. So reach out to me. I'd love to have you here and feature you right here on EnergizeUtv. Reach out. Until next time, keep igniting your energy, activating your joy, and always elevating your abundance. And I love you. And we're going to sing it out right now. So here we go. We're going to sing it. Lady, she came back to say goodbye. Here we go. The words, I wrote it just for you.
You got ambition, fire and soul. Look within your heart, let your spirit flow. Ask for what you want, show them what you got. Take it to the top, don't you ever stop. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration, shine, shine, shine on. Seeking you will find. Open up your heart, leave it all behind. Smile and laugh, always give back. Glowing like a star, show them who you are. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration, shine, shine, shine on. You're the secret, you're the answer. You know who you are. Look within you, breathe and focus. You're a shining star. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration, shine, shine, shine on. Don't you worry, don't you fake it, be just who you are. You're the answer to the question, you're that shining star. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration, shine, shine, shine on. Now that you can see all that you can be, breathe into your heart, don't you ever stop. Shine, shine,
Until I get to see you next time. Love you.
raise your vibration, shine, shine,
Love you.
shine